What's good, everybody? It's your boy back with another one. And today I'm going to do a story from Arkansas where a dad kills a man with his missing 14-year-old daughter. I guess she was caught in the car with him and he opened fire and shot him. Well, anyway, let's get into it. This is going to be an interesting story. A Central Arkansas father has been charged with first-degree murder after finding his missing underage daughter in the car with a man, then shooting and killing a man. Yeah, he was out there playing cowboys, looking for his daughter, and they found her with a guy. They opened fire on him. Well, he wasn't going to shoot his daughter. He was going to shoot his precious missing daughter. That wasn't going to happen. Anyway, the shooting happened in Lonoke County, about 75 miles northeast of Hot Springs. Someone called the Lonoke County Sheriff's Office around 1:12 Tuesday morning about a missing juvenile. About a missing juvenile. The girl is 14 years old, and the man who was shot is in his 60s. Damn, 60 years old. Oh man, almost a senior citizen. Lonoke County Sheriff John Staley confirmed to USA Today Friday afternoon. It was Friday afternoon, okay. While deputies were on their way to the home, someone called to let them know that a father had found his daughter with a man named Michael Foster, authorities said. The two had a confrontation and Foster was shot and later pronounced dead at the scene. Well, so what, they exchanged words and the father just shot him? Anyway, they say the father was taken into custody and taken to the Lonoke County Detention Center. According to online jail records, the 36-year-old was released at 1:12 p.m. on Wednesday. That means he had her when he was like 22 years old. He is facing a preliminary charge of first-degree murder, a Class Y felony, the sheriff's office said. Class Y felonies normally carry a sentence of at least 10 years and no more than 40 years or life in prison, according to a legal website, Justia. Sheriff Staley said in a video post on Facebook that the investigation is ongoing, so authorities are only releasing limited details. The prosecutor will determine what charges will be filed, and no official charges have been filed yet, Staley said. I have not, nor will I advocate for any specific charges, Staley said. This is a tragic situation, and my thoughts and prayers are with all those involved. A woman identifying herself as the girl's mother shared a series of updates on Facebook after the incident. She confirmed that the family was able to post bail and get her husband out of jail, but they started a fundraiser to retain a lawyer. Oh, so they're looking for outside sources to come up with the money so they can get a lawyer. Why don't you go on YouTube and get enough subs, get monetized, and act the fool online so you can generate some revenue. Oh yeah, if that doesn't work, then you do what you do. We are private people, sure. So all this being public has been very difficult, the woman shared on Facebook Wednesday afternoon. In her post, she said the family had no contact order in place for Foster due to stalking. The man who was shot, Foster, has been arrested by another agency in July and booked for internet stalking of a child and SA. So I guess, I'm going to pose a question later on. This guy that preyed upon her daughter was released on bond, and we had stopped him that night and got him with her, he said. That bond would have been revoked. He would have never got out of jail. None of the bond companies would have let him out. We wouldn't let him out. She said her family thought Foster had taken their daughter to kill her. Her daughter is a victim, and her family has a long road to recover ahead of them, she said. We absolutely called 911 during the entire event, she wrote. We had no idea this man was in contact with our child again. Damn, second time? He was waiting he was waiting 6 to 9 felonies for what he did, not 2. He was looking at the rest of his pathetic life in jail, and our daughter was the only witness. Some things we will never know, but we know that the police department afforded this predator's privacy they did not give our family, she wrote. I'm deeply offended by the way this was handled by county sheriff's office. They said, I absolutely do not support predators. Sheriff Staley told USA Today Friday afternoon that he knows the girl's mother is hurt and scared. I absolutely do not support predators, he said. I am daddy. I have 3 daughters. I know she's hurt right now, but there's absolutely nobody I will put ahead of our children. Their children, my children. He said his investigators are trying to figure out what happened that day leading to the man's death. When we get on the scene, there's a homicide. It means one person took the life of another, Staley said. It's either justified or not justified. That's what the fact finding, that's what the investigation is going to find out. The murder charge against the shooter and girl's father is a preliminary charge, but it's not official, Staley said. I said not GoFundMe, but fundraiser for legal funds was removed by GoFundMe. Oh shit. The girl's mother also claimed that GoFundMe, the platform they used to collect money for legal purposes, was returning funds to donors, and eventually said the fundraiser had been closed altogether. Instead, she's collecting money on Venmo and Cash App. A GoFundMe spokesperson told USA Today Friday afternoon that GoFundMe terms of service prohibits fundraisers that raise money for the legal defense of anyone formally charged with an alleged violent crime. Well, that was a violent crime. Consistent with this long-standing policy, the fundraiser has been removed from our platform and donations have been refunded, the fundraising platform said in this statement. On Thursday morning, the woman thanked community members. She also thanked the other victims who reached out to her with claims that the same man attacked them. We have gotten a clear picture of a predator who continuously worked with children and preyed on young girls, the woman wrote. This man was a chief of police in Indiana and resources officer, giving us a better idea of why the Lanoke County courts have been protecting him and going after my husband. She said the Lanoke County Sheriff's Office actions are proof that the sheriff supports predators and that he will prosecute those who are trying to protect their families. My husband is a hero and we are so thankful to have him home with us for now, the woman wrote Thursday morning. We want to do everything possible to ensure he can continue to be here to protect us. In a final post on Friday morning, she shared that she is overwhelmed by the support community members have shown their family. Her family plans to open a bank account to raise funds as well. What, they don't have a job or something? Donations are wonderful and needed, but despite the legal fight, this has been the most traumatic event in our family's lives, all of us. So please just keep us in your prayers and add us to your prayers, Shanes, the woman wrote. It said, I don't file charges, the sheriff said. Investigation is underway. The sheriff stressed that he doesn't have the authority some people think he has. I don't file charges, he said, adding that the prosecuting attorney handles that. We're in consultation with the prosecuting attorney about what to do in this preliminary stage. All my deputies and investigators knew at the time there is a deceased man, a 14-year-old that was in a truck with him, and a dad saying, hey, I stopped him for this. Sheriff Staley said investigators were interviewing people Friday and have been all week to get the facts. We're going to get this wrapped up as expeditiously as we can and get the file facts and over to the prosecutor so he can make an informed decision, Staley said. It said this story has been updated with new information. Okay. But so far, I haven't found new information yet. But yeah, y'all tell me what you think about this story. I mean, that family is down bad. First the father went to jail. He had bailed out. Then they went to GoFundMe, but they canceled that. The GoFundMe canceled their attempts to raise enough money to hire a lawyer. So yeah, they're down bad. Now, do you think the 36-year-old father should be charged with murder? Do you think he should serve 10 years or 40 years or life in prison? Or do you think he doesn't deserve to be behind bars at all because he was just protecting his daughter from this 60-year-old man that has a history of preying on teenage girls? You know what I mean? And what he's doing is protecting his daughter. What he did was street justice, something that apparently the sheriff in Arkansas and the city that's in Arkansas neglected to do. Instead, he refused to charge that man with anything, which results of the father. Which resulted of the father taking matters into his own hands. You know what I mean? So y'all tell me what you think about this story. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.